Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to discuss a novel empirical identification setting, which is on the National College entrance examination in China. And as for the background, basically this National College entrance exam, also known as Gaokao in Chinese, is a standardized entrance exam held annually in China. And basically all the college applicants, they have to take the exam at the same time in their residence, province, or municipality. And in light of the regional variation in the educational resources, each region used to set its own Gaokao exam paper. And as for the procedure, once the test scores are released to the public, each region also announces an admission cutoff score for each tier and track of the uni based on the distribution of the scores as well as the quantas. And there are also some papers in the previous literature that have documented the importance of Gaokao on individuals' fate. And as for the history of this exam, so dating back to 2007, the National Test Center in China set the Gaokao exam paper for two provinces. And in 2010, this National Test Center set the exam paper for more provinces. And since then, the Gaokao exam paper, set by the National Test Center, has been widely recognized as the National College entrance exam paper. And in 2013, as more provinces adopted this exam paper, so this exam paper were officially divided into two papers, paper one and paper two. And in 2016, the majority of provinces adopted the National College entrance exam paper. And some facts. First, there is some anecdotal evidence suggesting that the National College entrance exam paper, compared to the paper set by each region, is actually simpler. And the elite, as for the elite colleges in China, where the elite colleges refer to the first tier or the first 100 colleges in China, the admissioners incorporate this fact by increasing the threshold of the first tier cutoff score, which is basically a time-varying benchmark adjusted by the difficulty of the test, as well as the number of test takers in each year. And there's also some growing consensus that the first tier cutoff score, since the formal introduction of the National College entrance exam paper, is diluted, and for the test takers who just hit the first tier cutoff now, they actually have less options to elite colleges. And in my view, well, with regard to the novel empirical identification setting, the year 2013, where the National College entrance examination paper were officially introduced, this year can actually serve as a threshold because the Gaokao exam test takers who take the National College entrance exam paper, they actually face the simpler exams. As in 2013, there were still some provinces, such as Sichuan, that independently set their own Gaokao exam papers, meaning that in that year, there are also some control groups. And the novelty of this empirical identification setting is that no previous study has employed this setting to analyze the impact a simpler test exerts on students' future. So for the researchers in the finance or econ departments, they probably can employ this setting to investigate the research question, that is, does the National College entrance exam paper or a simpler paper, a simpler test, actually lower a student's chance of getting admitted into an elite college. So they can consider a DID test where the elite college admission is just the ratio of the number of students getting admitted to an elite college 2, the number of students whose score is above the first tier cutoff score. And this concludes my presentation.